So good afternoon, everyone. So today our module for the interview process is handling the technical questions. Right. So now see the technical round. It's not a compulsory round. It will only be there for people who are into the technical industry. Okay. So this is an interview that is designed to evaluate your job specific knowledge, your technical expertise, and your problem solving ability. Okay, so unlike in behavioral interviews, behavioral questions, which basically focused on your past experiences and your soft skills, technical questions, technical interviews, they assess whether you have the hard skill required to perform the role successfully. Okay, so this round is especially common in industries like IT, engineering, data science, finance, consulting, architecture. Then you have research and product development, where subject matter expertise is very, very critical. Okay. So now when we talk about the why companies go for technical interviews. Okay. So first one is to test your understanding of domain specific concepts like coding, mechanical design, financial modeling, right? Then to see how you approach real world challenges logically and methodically, right? And they want to determine if you can apply theoretical knowledge in problem or rather in practical problems, right? So they want to check uh, if you have the skills, and the skills are at what level. Is it beginners level, is it intermediate, or are you an expert? Okay, and sometimes technical questions are combined with scenarios as well to assess how you work with others on technical skills, technical tasks as well. Okay. So now when we talk about types of technical questions, so first is knowledge based. Okay, knowledge based questions. So these questions, they focus on fundamentals, on definitions and concepts in your field. Right? So if, for example, what is the difference between they will ask you about two different concepts and they will ask you the difference between them. Right. And if you're from the finance background, they can ask you something like, walk me through how to evaluate this particular type of financial situation. So that is what is your knowledge based questions. Then second you have is your problem solving. Okay, problem solving or practical questions. So you may be asked to solve problems in real time to demonstrate applied knowledge. Okay, so for example, if you are in the software industry, so write a program to reverse a linked list, for example. Okay, if you're into engineering, then they can ask you how would you approach reducing vibration in a rotating shaft, something like that. Okay. Then you have case studies or scenarios type of questions also. So now these basically mimic real life work situations. And one more thing, I'm so sorry, you might be hearing a lot of background noise because there's some work going on nearby my house. Okay, so please don't mind. If by chance my voice is not audible enough, please let me know. Okay. So when we talk about case studies, so these are real life work situations. Okay, and they test your technical and your decision making skills. Okay, then we have coding or practical assignments as well. So for tech roles, basically, this could include live coding, then whiteboard problems, then or take home assignments also. Right, so these you have such type of this rounds as well in your technical interviews. Then you have system design or process-oriented questions. So these check your ability to design systems, workflows, technical architectures like that. Okay, so these are your different types of technical interview rounds. Okay, in that you can in the technical interview you can have one or two rounds, you can have multiple rounds also, you can just have one round, and they will ask you questions orally, and they will then judge whether to go that whether you will be going for the next round or not. Okay, so now when we are talking about uh, how to prepare for the technical round, very, very important. You have to take care of understanding how your technical interviews, you will have to prepare for them, how they will be. Right? So there can be online, they can be offline. Okay. They can be, there can be a video conferencing type of interview also. Okay. It all depends on the company, how they want take the test. It can be a group test also, where multiple candidates will be sitting in one room and they will have to do the task, or it can be a one-on-one as well. Okay, so this is very important to understand the companies, what the company is into, what type of companies questions they can ask you. Okay, and what is the role? Be very clear about the role and what you are applying. See, basically, I always tell the candidates, once you read the job description, the JD given by the companies, please understand from the JD and assess yourself. Are you a good fit for it or not? Do you have all the necessary required skills or not? If you have, then only you go for the interview, apply for that particular position. Okay, many people, what they do, it's okay, one or two I don't have, one or two skill, I don't know this, let's leave it, let me anyhow apply, let's see what will happen. Don't do that. If you are unnecessarily applying to companies where you are not a good fit, it will not look good, because everything goes online. Okay, now when we talk about okay, so now when we talk about the types of interview questions, here we have the general questions also. Okay, general questions is they want to know you better. These are kind of introductory or ice-breaking questions. Okay, they are designed to learn about your background, your personality, what motivates you. Okay, they help the interviewer understand your overall fit with the company. Okay, then we have technical questions. So technical questions are, they assess your subject matter expertise and your skills. These questions test your expertise in the specific field or role you're applying for. They can be problem solving tasks, there can be coding challenges, there can be case studies, like what are questions, types of technical questions that we discussed just now. Okay, domain related questions like that, right? Then you have organizational questions. So they evaluate your organizational skills. These focus on how you manage your work, your time, and the resources. Okay, employers want to know if you can handle deadlines, you can multitask, stay organized, okay, in a very fast-paced environment. Right, so that is what they want to know here. Then comes your behavioral questions. So this we understood in the previous sessions also, to analyze how you handled actual workplace situations in the past. So these basically follow the principle that the past behavior is the best predictor of your future behavior. Right, so employers want to see your problem solving, your teamwork skills, your decision-making style. So all those things they want to know. Then we have situational questions also. Right? So to appraise how you handle hypothetical situations in the future. Okay, so unlike behavioral questions, they are about the past. Situational questions are future oriented and they test your judgment, your critical thinking, and your problem solving skills. Okay, just give me 1 minute, please. Okay. Right. So, see, basically, these are the 5 categories in general as such. Okay, so together, this full from general to the situational questions during the interviews, they help the companies understand or get a complete picture about you, your behavior, your attitude, your knowledge, your skills, everything about your work habits, your efficiency. Okay, everything in detail. Okay. So when we talk about the technical interview round, so technical interview round is designed to assess, understand your subject that you understood before, your analytical thinking, your practical application of technical knowledge. Okay. So how does the technical interview look like? So format of the round can be, it can be written on online test. It can be one-on-one interview. It can be panel interview. It can be practice hands-on task type of interview also, where sometimes candidates are asked to solve a real-world problem, debug a code, design a system, okay, or analyze a particular case study. Okay, so these type, or this is what your technical interview looks like. Okay, so I will give you a very general flow of the technical interview round, how it happens. First is the introduction or the icebreaker. So it happens for 2 to 5 minutes almost. Then they assess your core knowledge. Okay, they ask questions related to your core knowledge. That can go till 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, sometimes it can go above also, depending on the company. Okay, then there will be some problem solving task also that will take around 20 to 30 minutes. Okay. Problem solving task is where you will asked to, like for example, asked to code a solution, explain a logic, something like that. Yeah. Then there will be scenario based questions. So like system design, project challenges, or some case study, something like that. It will again go to at least 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. Then there will be some follow-up questions based on the things how you perform. Okay, so they will dig deeper into the answers, solutions that you have given earlier. Okay, then there will be a closing, or you will also get the opportunity to ask questions. Okay. Please give me 1 minute, please. I'm just give me 1 minute. Oh God. I was speaking and my mic was on mute. So I was saying that sometimes the companies might take, usually the interviews go for 1.5 to 2 hours. Okay, companies want to finish the interview within 1 hour. Okay, but because of the activities or maybe the exercises that they give you, because of that it might take time. So it usually gets stretched. Okay. Now, when we talk about some of the common ways of common questions, basically, for the technical interviews is, depending on the type of the background or type of the industry that working. Right. So during that time, you have to be prepared with your basic practical information, practical knowledge of your subject, of your industry. Okay, be very clear about what type of information you're sharing, how you're working on your task. Be very, very clear about it. Okay, understand the question fully before you answer. Very, very important. Right? So this is for a particular industry. Okay, so what is one of the latest computer processors? Name the different hardware components of a desktop or computer or laptop. So this is depending on we cannot make it only for one specific industry as such, depending on the type of work you have. Now in software also, you might be working in different levels, you might be doing different. So on that also, the questions differ. Okay, now let us understand some best strategies to answer your technical questions. So, one I just told you, understand the question very, very clearly before you even think of answering it. Don't rush. Listen carefully and then clarify if needed. Okay, then think aloud. It is very important to think aloud because it shows your thought process. Even if you don't know the answer, but because of the thought process that you are showing, you will get through. Okay, so employers often care more about how you approach a problem rather than whether you immediately know the answer or not. Okay, so walk them through your reasoning. First, I would like to break the problem into smaller components. Then I will check X, and if it doesn't work, I will work on Y. I will move to Y. Okay, this demonstrates your analytical ability and problem solving. Okay, use STAR method. In the previous sessions, we discussed about the STAR method. That is, S is situation, T is your task, A is your achievement, and R is your result. So situation is set the context. Task is explain your responsibility. Okay, and action is describe what you did. Okay, and result highlight the outcome. And quantify the outcome. Please do that. Give that 20% increase in sales or 20% decrease in our cost. Okay, in the costing. So talk about that quantifiable results. In the response time improved to 40%, all these things. And admit if you don't know the answer, but show the willingness to learn it. It's okay. You might not know everything. Okay, we are not God. So here what you can say is, I haven't worked extensively with XYZ, but I have experience with ABC and I'm confident I could pick it up quickly. I could pick it up quickly. Right? So this shows your honesty, your humility, and your adaptability. Right? And then one more strategy I can share with you is structure your answer clearly. Use frameworks like explain the concept, give the basic definition, okay? Then give an example, right? Where you used it basically. And then relate it to the job role, the current job role, why this particular question or that task or whatever the topic is, why it matters here right now. Okay, so you can work on this structure. Then I will advise you always practice with mock questions, prepare questions. Okay, study common technical questions for your field, coding, engineering, IT, all this, any field. Okay, then use mock interviews or platforms. We have lots of platforms for mock interviews, like you have Lead Code, LEETCODE. I'm repeating again, Lead Code, LEETCODE, Lead Code. Then we have Hacker Rank, Hacker, HACKER, Rank, RANK. Okay, Lead Code, Hacker Rank, or you can work on some case studies also. Okay, so this reduces your panic and it helps you build your confidence as well. Okay, then One more way you can answer your questions are show depth. Okay. So instead of listing all technologies you know, go deeper into few ones. Okay, few that are very, very important. Give your knowledge, show your skills that you have, what you have worked. So use a star method to explain those technologies. Okay, then connect with the real business impact. Don't just explain the technical know-how. Okay, question the why. Very important. Okay, they might have asked you a question. It's okay, you know that particular topic. Okay, but what you did there, what you achieved, how you achieved, all those things are very important. And stay calm under pressure. That is really good. That is something, you know, any type of interview. Always stay calm. If you're solving a live coding or problem solving questions, something like this, take a breath, okay, and then start uh, working on it. Okay. Then here, if you can see, this particular image is divided into 4 sections. So sorry. Okay. It is divided into 4 sections. So first one is identify and so these 4 okay. So these 4 components are okay. They represent industry knowledge that are crucial for professionals, organizations, and businesses to succeed and stay relevant. Okay, so at the center we have industry knowledge, and surrounding it are 4 blocks, each highlighting a particular key area. Okay, so first one is identify and exploit new opportunity. So this aspect emphasizes the ability to spot emerging trends, innovations, market demands, okay, in the industry. So professionals with strong industry knowledge can recognize gaps or some unmet needs, or maybe create strategies, product or services to fill them. Okay, so this helps drive growth, innovation, competitive advantage. Then we have staying ahead of competition. So industry knowledge allows businesses to monitor competitors' strategies, benchmark performance, anticipate shifts in the market. Okay. So by staying updated, professionals can adapt faster and maintain a leading position. So this ensures a long-term survival and leadership in the market. Right? Then we have compliance with regulations. So every industry is governed with a set of laws, policies, regulations, okay, that we as businesses must follow. So industry knowledge means staying aware of evolving legal frameworks also. So whether related to labor laws, environmental standards, taxation, then or maybe safety also. Okay, so this protects against legal risks, fines, reputational damages, that builds trust and trust with the stakeholders basically. Okay, then we have awareness of security issues. So in today's, see, it's a digital world today, okay, and it is interconnected. So industries face growing cybersecurity threats these days, data privacy concerns, and operational risk. Right? So strong industry knowledge involves recognizing potential vulnerabilities and implementing preventive measures. So this is very important to understand how to safeguard your assets, customer trust, and business continuity. Okay. So this image that you're seeing right now, it highlights the industry knowledge that It is not just about knowing what's happening in your industry, but also spotting opportunities, staying competitive, meeting regulatory protocols requirements, okay, and protecting against security risks. So together, the four areas create a holistic foundation for professionals, okay, like people like us, and for organizations also to remain relevant, innovative, and trustworthy in their respective industries. Okay, so now let us understand how we can find, from where we can find information. Okay, about how to work, how to build our strong industry knowledge. Okay, so first are official and reputed sources. So government and regulatory websites. You have SEBI, you have RBI, FDA. Okay, so these are good websites from where you can get updated information. Then you have industry associations and councils, CII, NASCOM, IEEE, IMA. Okay, so they often publish reports, standards, and insights as well. So you can pick up information from there also. Okay, then we have industry reports and market research, McKinsey, Deloitte, EY, KPMG. Okay, these consulting firms publish free reports on trends, risk, and opportunities in all the industries. Okay, market research platforms are there, like IBIS World is there. IBIS World. Then you have Gartner also, GARTNER. Okay. So they also share lots of market research website, reports. Okay, World Bank, UN reports are also there for global outlooks, if you want to know about the global industries as such. Then news and media is there. So business news platforms, Bloomberg, TOI, Economic Times, Financial Times, Harvard Business Reviews. Okay. Then industry specific journals also. So for tech, you can go to TechCrunch. Okay. Then you have Wired also, WIRED, Wired. For healthcare, you have BMG. For energy, you have Renewable Energy World. Then you can listen to podcasts, you can watch YouTube channels, right? So there is one, the Daily Stoic podcast is there. Daily Stoic, STOIC. Okay, Stoic podcast is there. Then Masters of Scale for Startups, very good. Masters of Sales of Scale, Master of Scale of Startups is a very good podcast. You should listen to it. Okay, though we always think, no, I am not a person who will have their own startups. It's okay. It's not only for them. You also get lots of information on that. Okay. Then professional communities and networking. LinkedIn, Quora, Reddit, Medium. Join conferences, go to webinars, go to events, go for meetups. Okay, this TechCrunch Disrupt is there. TechCrunch Disrupt. It is one of the, what should I say, a very, very interesting event, okay, meetup among the tech industry. Okay, then we have online platforms. We have Skillshare, Coursera, edX is there. Harvard University, Harvard Online, MIT Open Course Software are there. So from there also you can get lots of information. Okay. Then company specific knowledge also. So companies' websites, news, their news, their press releases, okay, their white papers, their technical research papers, and all those things. Their annual reports, their investor presentations. So all these things are from where you can get good industry knowledge. Okay. Then you can do some case studies. You can look for some case studies. Harvard case studies are there. So from there also you can get lots of knowledge, industry knowledge. Right? Now, when we talk about using case studies to answer your questions, okay. So here what you can do is, I'll tell you the steps. So first is pick the right example. Always pick the right example. Study more and more case studies. Okay, this case study will fit in this type of question. This case study will fit here. So you have to read more and more. Okay, so choose a case study that closely aligns with the question asked. So if the problem is about problems, if the question is about the problem solving, pick a scenario where you solved a tough technical issue. Okay, and be true to it. If asked about innovation, select a project where you introduce something new there. Okay, use STAR method. We discussed that already, right? Then highlight tools, tech, and framework. So don't just say what you did. Mention the specific technologies, methodologies, okay, or frameworks you applied. So this shows depth of your technical knowledge, right? Then connect back to the interview's context. So after sharing the case study, link it to the job role back. Okay, then this is what you did and this is how you can use it here also. Okay, and keep it concise and impactful, not more than 2 to 3 minutes. 2 minutes is ideal. Okay. So avoid drowning into details, focus on what it demonstrates, your problem solving, your analytical, and your technical skills. Okay, so I will advise you a few things. Do your homework well. There you try to build a bank of at least 4 to 5 strong examples from your past work, from your past, case studies or something that you did. Prepare different themes like troubleshooting, innovation, teamwork, leadership, problem solving, okay, compliance. They should be always, obviously, they should be relevant to your work. Okay, then quantify the results. The STAR method are, okay, quantify the results wherever it is possible. Okay, so now when we talk about, see, this practice is very, very essential, very, very important for you. Right? So do your homework well and then try to work on such type of questions. So see, what are the first steps you take when you receive a report of system malfunction? Describe how you would handle multiple users reporting the same issue simultaneously. So such type of questions they will ask, they should be, obviously it will be related to your field and accordingly you can answer them. Okay, but it is very important to work on your homework. Okay, so when asked a technical question, don't just explain the theory. Tell a story through a case study. For technical also, many people think technical answers, I don't need to do that. No, it is. You should do it. You have to show your skills. How will you show your skills there? When you talk about the situation of what you exactly did. Okay, and then your expertise, people will get to know about your expertise. Okay, so it makes you memorable also, credible, and much stronger as a candidate when compared to your competitors. Okay, so always remember that. Okay, so now we are open for questions. So please, if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, please, if you cannot unmute yourself, I will please request you to give me a thumbs up at least. Or if you have questions you don't want to ask by unmuting your mic, please put it in the chat. Okay, no questions then? Okay, so thank you so much, everyone. Then in the next session on the Tuesday, same time, we are going to work on the body language. Okay, now body language is again a very, very important part. So that we are going to discuss. Okay, next class. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. Take care and all the best to everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.